prices are just insane. So I just want to give you an example. I asked for 5 slices of turkey breast. You can literally count them. I literally asked for 5 slices because it's for my daughter and she doesn't eat very much. Anyways, I got the Compliments brand, which is like a no-name brand. $7.72.
Has anyone taken notice how expensive eggs are lately? What is going on? It doesn't matter if you're getting a dozen, if you're getting 18 or even more. Eggs are going off the charts in expensive inflationary costs. But a lot of it doesn't have to do with just inflation itself. A lot of it has to do with the fact that we just had a bird flu, so there's a lot of culling going on right now, and that is affecting the egg prices, unfortunately. So if you're someone who loves eggs, someone who loves having some eggs in the morning, you might have to cut back on that spending because it's getting crazier. Actually, it's even getting crazier year over year. Oh boy, that's a big jump. So you like eggs that much that you're going to spend how much on these eggs? What is that? Does that say $20 for a large egg? Oh my God. Oh my God. These prices at grocery stores right now for eggs. 30 eggs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and honestly, it's going to get worse and worse until this bird flu situation gets under control. But I've noticed personally as well going to the grocery store, and eggs are something we almost always buy at the grocery store, is getting crazier and crazier. We might have to go for cereal, but honestly, cereal is even like $12 for a large box now. And also, if you're in Canada like me, and if you're in Ontario, you've probably realized the prices of food and the prices of everything in Ontario are just skyrocketing. So you might want to pinch those pennies because the cost of living is going up.
So if you're considering moving to Canada, I would highly recommend that you reconsider, specifically Ontario, because that's where I live. And the food prices are just insane. So I just want to give you an example. I asked for 5 slices of turkey breast. You can literally count them. I literally asked for 5 slices because it's for my daughter and she doesn't eat very much. Anyways, I got the Compliments brand, which is like a no-name brand. $7.72. $8 for 5 slices of turkey.
$8 for 5 slices of turkey, assuming you're probably going to be making sandwiches with them. So let's say another like $2 for a loaf of bread. I know some places sell loaves of bread for like $1 or so, but on average, I've noticed even a loaf of bread is closer to $2. So sometimes I go for the 50% off bread just so I can make a nice tuna sandwich. By the way, that is also a good pro tip as well. If you wanted to save money and you like protein, because protein is pretty important, get a can of tuna. You can still find them for like $1 to $2 in some cases, and then you just mix it with a little bit of mayonnaise and you got a nice little tuna sandwich. I've been doing that for a while now. It's a great way to save money, and it's a cheap lunch, and it actually doesn't taste that bad if you're into fish. Some people do not like eating fish though, so I will say maybe not the best for everyone. But again, I can't stop talking about eggs, and I can't reiterate how much eggs are going up in price.
Eggs. This has become a major talking point in the U.S. This is the price of some eggs in the U.S. $9.49 a dozen. Over here, Canada, $3.93 a dozen. The exchange rate, U.S. versus Canada. Today, January 30th, it is 69 cents.
I will say, I know she is making a point that the eggs are more expensive in the United States versus Canada. I do think that is the case based on some of the videos that I've seen and some of my own research going to the grocery store as well. Anecdotally, I mind you, but it's definitely something to cause a little bit of alarm. But I do think some of this is temporary, and even she's using like an example of really cheap eggs. Like if I saw eggs that price, I would be buying them as well in Canada. It's not really that cheap anymore. But regardless, yes, it is more expensive in the States from what I've seen. And if you take into consideration the conversion from USD to CAD, it's pretty bad. It's like, I think 70 cents to $1. So anything that's like $1 costs about $1.43 or $1.44 Canadian. So definitely bad exchange rate.
You can spend 69 US cents to get $1 worth of Canadian. Those are even cheaper. Yeah, we should start calling them golden eggs.
Start calling them golden eggs. But egg prices, again, are getting crazy. It's $7 sometimes for a dozen eggs. Sometimes it's $10 like we've seen in that last video. This grocery store here happens to be selling them for $7.08, but that is 18 eggs, mind you. Still pretty expensive. If you wanted a dozen, it's $5.49. So that is very expensive, but not quite as expensive as this last video. I think this is the most expensive I've seen eggs ever. Now, I don't know if these are organic eggs. I don't know if these are golden eggs, but there's got to be something else going on to make these eggs $20 for a dozen.
$19.99 for a dozen eggs? Here's what's behind the increase in egg prices. Egg prices are expected to rise yet again this year. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's price outlook predicts that egg prices will increase by a whopping 20% in 2025. But this has been a while in the making, as eggs cost 36.8% more last December than in December of 2023. The USDA attributed the rise in egg costs to bird flu causing a strain in the supply.
Just like I was mentioning earlier, bird flu is causing some of these prices to go up, but they're expected to go up even higher and higher throughout the year 2025. So I'm hoping these prices go down, but as we've seen in 2023 and 2024, where inflation's really been going off, a lot of prices, once they go up, they tend to not go back down. When, you know, companies and grocers know that they can make this money on this product, they don't really lower the price. And if they do, it'll be like a flyer feature, or it'll be marked down on a coupon for 30% off so you can get the price from last year. So it is pretty scary and it's worrying, because what we really need more than anything else is deflation in groceries. But that is a scary concept, especially for massive corporations. But that's really what we might need in the future to actually tackle these problems and these issues here, like the cost of eggs, which is insane in 2025. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave your thoughts down below about the topic, and also let me know prices of eggs in your area. I'd like to see it. I'd love to read it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.